So what we're standing in right now is about a 2-acre observational vineyard of almost the complete collection of the North American diversity of kiwiberry. We know that a good strategy in terms of agricultural production is diversification and what you can put in the field. And that could be special traits in terms of disease resistance, or it could be entirely new crops. And that's what I'm working on here, is a new crop for our region. These are kiwiberry vines. They've been growing here in the region for about 140 years, so they're very adapted to our climate. But we see no commercial production as yet because there's been no breeding program addressing them. The fact that we're going to have slightly warmer winters, slightly warmer summers, but then that transition between winter and summer is becoming less and less predictable. And that's one of the challenges that we face with kiwiberries. It's one of the challenges we face with fruit production in general here in the state. Those winters where we have warming events during the early spring, followed by late frosts, can really decimate entire fruit crops. And that's something that we're wrestling with here in the first few years of our kiwiberry trial. But one of the advantages we have is because we have such diversity collected into one site, we are really looking for which genotypes or which varieties or accessions can withstand those sorts of stresses and which ones can. And if you look around the vineyard here, you'll see we have some vines that are just dead. They've dropped everything because they were hit by a late frost this early spring. Others did quite well and actually put on a sizable amount of fruit. So whereas a producer certainly doesn't want disease to sweep through their vineyard or any sort of abiotic stress, heat events, drought events to sweep through their vineyard, we actually want to see those stresses here, because that's what's going to allow us to really assess within our genetic diversity which varieties we're going to move forward and seem most promising to regional producers.